As dawn breaks over the endless Serengeti, the golden light spills across a living tapestry, an ancient stage where the drama of existence is written anew each day. The air is crisp, filled with the distant calls of awakening wildlife, and the land stretches to the horizon, a mosaic of grasslands, acacia woodlands, and scattered kopjes. Here, every creature is bound by the Serengeti's ancient laws, a world where the faintest rustle in the grass can mean the difference between life and death. The tension is palpable, as predators and prey share the same open spaces, each acutely aware of the other's presence. The shimmering heat rising from the plains signals the start of another relentless day. Every blade of grass, every shadow, becomes a potential hiding place or a deadly trap. The wind carries the scent of both opportunity and danger, and the animals are ever vigilant, their senses finely tuned to the subtlest changes in their environment. For the hunter, the day is a test of patience and precision. Lionesses move with calculated stealth, their bodies pressed low against the earth, muscles coiled for the explosive burst of a chase. Cheetahs, built for speed, rely on their keen eyesight and the element of surprise, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Each hunt is a high-stakes gamble, where a single miscalculation can mean days without food. For the hunted, survival demands constant vigilance and split-second decisions. Wildebeest and zebras form vast herds, their safety lying in numbers and the collective watchfulness of many eyes. Antelope rely on agility and erratic movement, zigzagging through the grass to evade pursuit. The relationship between predator and prey is a dynamic interplay, a perpetual contest of adaptation and counter-adaptation. Each encounter is a study in strategy and instinct. Lions coordinate in silence, using the cover of tall grass and the confusion of the herd to isolate the weakest. Leopards, solitary and elusive, rely on ambush, their powerful bodies launching from the shadows in a sudden, silent attack. Yet, even the most skilled hunters fail more often than they succeed, their quarry escaping by the narrowest of margins. The Serengeti itself is a living, breathing entity, its vastness both a sanctuary and a crucible. Over 11,600 square miles, the land is shaped by the rhythms of the seasons, the pulse of migration, and the ever-present struggle for resources. The landscape's features, rocky outcrops, dense thickets, and open plains, offer both refuge and peril, influencing every interaction. The forces of nature are both creator and destroyer. The sun bakes the earth, drawing animals to shrinking waterholes, while sudden storms transform the landscape, bringing new life and shifting the balance of power. The arrival of rain triggers a surge of growth, painting the plains green and scattering the herds across the rejuvenated grasslands. Every species, from the apex predators to the smallest insects, is woven into this intricate web. Elephants, the architects of the Savannah, shape the land as they travel, opening up waterholes and dispersing seeds. Vultures and hyenas, the scavengers, ensure that nothing is wasted, recycling nutrients back into the ecosystem. Even the tiniest termites play a vital role, aerating the soil and supporting the grass that sustains the great herds. The rules of engagement are simple: eat or be eaten, but the reality is far more complex. A zebra's powerful kick can shatter a predator's jaw, while the horns of a sable antelope can turn the tables on a would-be attacker. Hyenas, often maligned as mere scavengers, are formidable hunters in their own right, using teamwork and endurance to wear down their prey. Failure is a constant companion, even for the most accomplished. Cheetahs, after a blistering chase, may collapse in exhaustion, their quarry slipping away. Lions, after a failed ambush, must regroup and try again, hunger sharpening their resolve. The balance of power shifts with every encounter, ensuring that no single species can dominate for long. The Great Migrations are the heartbeat of the Serengeti. Over 1 million wildebeest, accompanied by zebras and gazelles, traverse hundreds of miles in search of fresh grazing. Their movement shapes the fortunes of countless other species, from the predators that follow in their wake to the birds that feast on insects stirred up by their passage. The landscape itself is an active participant, offering both sanctuary and ambush. Kopjes provide vantage points for lions and leopards, while dense thickets shelter the vulnerable from prying eyes. The drama is raw and immediate, unfolding in real time as herds thunder across the plains, dust rising in the golden light of evening. The dry season brings scarcity, drawing animals to the last remaining waterholes. Here, the boundaries between hunter and hunted blur as both predator and prey risk everything for a drink. Tense standoffs erupt, and the slightest misstep can trigger a deadly chain of events. When the rains return, the transformation is dramatic. Parched earth becomes a sea of green, and the herds disperse, taking advantage of the abundance. Yet even in times of plenty, the struggle for survival never truly ends. Predators must adapt their strategies, and prey remain ever watchful, for danger can emerge from any quarter. In the Serengeti, every moment is a test, every decision a matter of life and death. The intricate dance of survival plays out in countless forms: silent stalks, explosive chases, desperate escapes, and hard-won victories. This is the wild heart of Africa, where the unending drama of the natural world is written in the tracks upon the earth and the stories carried on the wind. The African lion, Panthera leo, reigns supreme as the apex predator of the savanna ecosystem. With a lineage stretching back millennia, the lion's presence shapes the very fabric of its environment. Adult males can exceed 420 pounds, their muscular frames built for both intimidation and combat. The mane, a unique feature among big cats, serves as both a visual signal of health and a protective barrier during violent clashes with rivals. Research shows that darker, fuller manes are linked to higher testosterone levels and greater reproductive success, making them a key factor in mate selection and dominance. The lion's roar, among the loudest of any terrestrial animal, can be heard up to 5 miles away. This vocalization not only marks territory, but also coordinates pride movements and deters intruders. Unlike other big cats, lions are highly social, forming complex prides that can include up to 30 individuals. This social structure is the cornerstone of their hunting prowess and survival. Within the pride, intricate bonds are maintained through grooming, nuzzling, and cooperative care of cubs. These relationships foster unity and collective strength. Lions employ sophisticated hunting strategies, often relying on teamwork and silent communication. They target large herbivores such as wildebeest, zebra, and buffalo, prey that would be impossible for a solitary hunter to subdue. Lionesses, the pride's primary hunters, use stealth and coordination to approach their quarry. Their lighter build and agility make them formidable predators, capable of executing complex ambushes. During a hunt, lionesses synchronize their movements, some driving prey toward hidden ambushes, while others wait in strategic positions. This division of labor maximizes their chances of success. Lions often hunt under the cover of darkness, taking advantage of their exceptional night vision. The tall grasses of the savanna provide perfect concealment for their silent approach. By fanning out and herding prey, they create confusion and isolate weaker individuals, increasing the likelihood of a successful kill. Ambush tactics are critical. Lionesses lie in wait, muscles tensed, ready to unleash explosive bursts of speed that can reach up to 50 miles per hour, though only for short distances. Despite their power and coordination, hunts are successful only about 1 in 4 attempts, underscoring the difficulty and danger of their lifestyle. Prey animals are formidable opponents. Wildebeest, for example, can inflict serious injuries with their horns, and zebras are known for their lethal kicks. A single miscalculation can result in broken bones or fatal wounds, making every hunt a high-stakes gamble. Failure is common, and hunger is a constant threat. Lions must balance energy expenditure with the risk of injury, often going days without a meal. Their ecological role as apex predators is vital. By controlling herbivore populations, lions help maintain the balance of the savanna, preventing overgrazing and supporting biodiversity. Lions are also ecosystem engineers. Their kills provide food for a host of scavengers, from hyenas to vultures, ensuring that nothing goes to waste. The risks are ever present. A zebra's kick or an oryx's horns can turn the tables, reminding even the most experienced hunters of the dangers they face. Such encounters are not just perilous, they are essential lessons, shaping the behavior and strategies of the pride. Cubs observe and learn from these moments, gradually acquiring the skills and respect necessary to survive in this unforgiving landscape. Patience and caution are as important as strength. Every hunt is a calculated risk, and the odds are never certain. When a kill is made, a strict hierarchy governs feeding order. Dominant males eat first, followed by lionesses, and finally the cubs, ensuring the strongest members are best nourished to defend the pride. This social order is crucial for the pride's stability and the survival of future generations. The pride's cohesion extends beyond hunting. Cooperative rearing of cubs and collective defense against threats are hallmarks of lion society. Male lions patrol vast territories, marking boundaries with scent and sound. They defend against rival coalitions and formidable adversaries like spotted hyenas, whose numbers and cunning make them persistent competitors. These confrontations are fierce, with both species vying for dominance over valuable resources. Such interactions shape the dynamics of the savanna's predator guild. In the ever-shifting landscape of the African plains, the lion's rule is both a symbol of power and a testament to the delicate balance of nature. As the king of the savanna, the lion's influence extends far beyond its pride, echoing through every corner of this wild domain. In the wild, the most formidable predators are not always those that hunt in packs or display brute strength. Some of the supreme hunters are solitary, relying on stealth, patience, and unmatched adaptability to survive and thrive. The leopard, Panthera pardus, is the epitome of solitary predation. Its spotted coat is a marvel of natural engineering, providing near invisibility in the dappled light of forests and bush. Every muscle is honed for silent movement, making it a ghost in its environment. Solitary predators like the leopard move with calculated precision, their bodies low to the ground, minimizing sound and visibility. Each step is measured, every movement deliberate as they close the distance to their prey. These hunters can wait for hours, sometimes days, observing and analyzing their target. Their patience is legendary, striking only when the odds are overwhelmingly in their favor. Physical prowess is essential. A solitary predator must be able to leap great distances, climb with agility, and overpower prey single-handedly. The leopard, for example, can leap over 20 feet and ascend trees with remarkable strength. This arboreal ability is not just for escape, it is a critical survival tactic. After a successful hunt, leopards often haul their kill into the treetops, securing it from other predators and scavengers. In these elevated larders, they can feed undisturbed, maximizing the energy gained from each hard-won meal. Solitary predators must also be masters of territory. They often share landscapes with larger, more dominant carnivores, and survival depends on avoiding unnecessary conflict while maintaining access to prey. The hunt is a display of tactical genius, using every feature of the terrain, thickets, rocks, dips in the land. They approach their quarry undetected, launching a rapid, explosive attack at the critical moment. With bursts of speed reaching up to 36 miles per hour, they aim for a swift, decisive kill, often targeting the throat to suffocate their prey. Their diet is highly varied, from antelope and gazelles to birds and small mammals, demonstrating remarkable adaptability. Yet, even the most skilled solitary hunters face challenges. Failed hunts are common, and prey species have evolved formidable defenses, from aggressive mothers to united herds. Young predators must learn through experience, often facing dangerous encounters with larger animals or defensive prey. Mistakes can be costly. An encounter with a porcupine, for instance, can leave a predator with painful, infected wounds that threaten its ability to hunt. Other prey, like adult warthogs, are equipped with dangerous tusks and fierce determination, capable of inflicting serious injuries. For solitary predators, every hunt is a high-stakes endeavor. Their survival depends on a perfect blend of patience, power, and flawless execution, an ongoing testament to the art of stealth and the relentless drive to endure in the wild. Along the winding arteries of Africa's rivers, beneath the shroud of morning mist, an ancient lineage endures, a lineage that predates the rise and fall of empires and even the earliest mammals. Here, in these timeless waters, the Nile crocodile reigns as the supreme river predator, a living fossil whose ancestors once shared the world with dinosaurs. Crocodilus niloticus is a marvel of evolutionary engineering, its form and function honed over more than 80 million years. Its armored hide, formidable jaws, and stealthy movements are the result of countless generations surviving in the world's most challenging aquatic environments. Towering up to 20 feet in length and weighing as much as a small car, the Nile crocodile is the largest reptile in Africa. Its sheer size is a testament to its dominance, but it is the animal's subtlety and patience that truly set it apart. Every muscle, every scale is built for power and precision. The tail, thick and muscular, propels the crocodile through water with silent force, while its jaws, lined with conical teeth, are capable of exerting a bite force unrivaled in the animal kingdom. With a bite force exceeding 5,000 pounds per square inch, the crocodile can crush bone, horn, and sinew with ease. This immense power allows it to subdue even the largest prey that dares to approach the water's edge. Yet brute strength is only part of the crocodile's arsenal. Its greatest weapon is patience, a predator's virtue refined to perfection. Camouflaged among reeds or submerged beneath the surface, the crocodile becomes nearly invisible, a master of stillness and shadow. It waits motionless for hours, sometimes days, blending seamlessly with the river's edge. Only its eyes and nostrils betray its presence, barely breaking the water's surface. This adaptation allows the crocodile to breathe and observe without revealing itself to potential prey. To the untrained eye, it appears as nothing more than a drifting log, a silent fixture in the river's tapestry. As herds of antelope and other animals approach the water, driven by thirst, they are oblivious to the ancient threat lurking just beneath the surface. In a flash, the crocodile erupts from the water, its attack a blur of speed and violence. The element of surprise is its deadliest ally. With a sudden, explosive lunge, it seizes its victim, dragging it into the depths. The struggle is fierce but brief. The river's tyrant rarely fails. The water churns with the violence of the encounter, a testament to the predator's raw power and the prey's desperate fight for life. Employing the infamous death roll, the crocodile spins with astonishing force, tearing flesh and bone, ensuring a swift and certain end for its quarry. The crocodile's physiology is a marvel of adaptation. Its armored skin, studded with bony scutes, offers protection from rivals and prey alike, while its sensory organs are finely tuned to detect the faintest vibrations in the water. Deep within, a unique four-chambered heart and specialized valve system allow the crocodile to regulate blood flow, conserving oxygen during long submersions and channeling carbon dioxide-rich blood to its stomach. This adaptation supercharges its stomach acid, enabling the digestion of nearly every part of its prey. Hide, bone, and horn vanish within its powerful gut. Such efficiency means a large crocodile can survive on just a few large meals each month, conserving energy and waiting patiently for the next opportunity. Unlike many predators, the crocodile does not chase. It lets the river bring the unwary to its jaws, a strategy that has ensured its survival for eons. Its ambush tactics are so effective that, in some regions, up to half of all impala that approach the water's edge fall victim to this ancient hunter. Nowhere is the crocodile's prowess more evident than during the Great Migration, when the rivers become arenas of life and death on a grand scale. As thousands of wildebeest and zebra surge across the rivers, crocodiles gather in anticipation, their instincts sharpened by generations of seasonal feasting. The water boils with the movement of dozens of crocodiles, each one poised to strike at the weakest or most vulnerable in the chaos. They position themselves with strategic precision, downstream from the crossing, ready to intercept the exhausted or the young. For the herds, the crossing is a gauntlet of terror, the river transformed into a crucible where only the strongest and luckiest survive. For the crocodiles, it is a time of abundance, a seasonal windfall that sustains them through the lean months when prey is scarce. In this ancient dance of predator and prey, the Nile crocodile is both a guardian and a regulator of the river ecosystem, ensuring balance through its role as apex predator. It is a spectacle as old as the rivers themselves, a testament to the enduring power and mystery of Africa's ancient tyrants. Each year, the Serengeti transforms into the stage for one of nature's most extraordinary dramas, the Great Migration. This immense movement is a perpetual odyssey, dictated by the relentless pursuit of water and fertile grazing grounds. Over 1.2 million wildebeest, joined by hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles, set forth on this formidable trek. The catalyst for this journey is the dramatic shift in seasons. As the southern plains dry out in June, grasses shrivel and water sources vanish, compelling the herds to head north toward the promise of rain and renewal in Kenya's Maasai Mara. This is a relentless, high-stakes marathon, every step a contest between endurance and exhaustion. Danger is a constant companion on this journey. While the sheer volume of animals offers some protection, predators are ever present, shadowing the herds. Lions, hyenas, and leopards exploit every opportunity, targeting the vulnerable and unwary. The air vibrates with the thunder of hooves and the urgent calls of wildebeest, a living river of energy and instinct. For the calves born just months before, this migration is their first and most critical trial. Remarkably, a newborn wildebeest can stand and run within an hour of birth, an evolutionary necessity for survival in this unforgiving landscape. The endless columns of animals, stretching for miles, draw every predator in the region, turning the migration into a moving battleground. The journey's most perilous chapter unfolds at the Mara River. Here, steep banks and powerful currents create a formidable barrier, testing the resolve of every animal. Herds gather in tense anticipation, the air thick with anxiety and urgency. When the first wildebeest leaps, a chain reaction follows. Thousands surge forward in a desperate, chaotic crossing. Lurking beneath the surface, Nile crocodiles await, perfectly adapted for this moment of opportunity. The river erupts into chaos, a maelstrom of thrashing bodies, swirling currents and snapping jaws. Many perish, swept away by the torrent or trampled in the frenzy, their journey ending in the churning waters. Those who survive emerge exhausted, the crossing a brutal test of strength and resilience, nature's most unforgiving filter. Yet this cycle of life and death is vital to the ecosystem's balance. The fallen becomes sustenance for crocodiles, vultures, marabou, storks, and fish, nourishing countless lives. Their remains enrich the river, releasing nutrients that sustain aquatic and terrestrial life alike. On the far side, survivors graze in the rejuvenated grasslands, their journey fueling the renewal of the plains. The Great Migration is the heartbeat of the Serengeti, a relentless, dramatic testament to the enduring struggle for survival in the wild. In the heart of the African wilderness, two of the continent's most formidable herbivores shape the ecosystem around them, the Cape buffalo and the rhinoceros. These animals are not merely prey, they are ecological powerhouses, whose presence commands respect from even the most determined predators. The African or Cape buffalo is a keystone species in the Savannah. Weighing up to 2,000 pounds and equipped with sweeping, crescent-shaped horns, the buffalo is built for both defense and dominance. Its imposing stature and unpredictable temperament make it one of the most respected animals in Africa. Buffalo are renowned for their explosive strength and remarkable endurance, able to traverse vast distances in search of grazing. When threatened, a buffalo may charge with little warning, using its horns and sheer mass to repel attackers. Social structure is central to buffalo survival. Herds can number in the hundreds, providing safety through unity. These herds move as a single entity, their coordinated movements deterring would-be predators. When danger looms, adults form a protective barrier around calves and weaker members, demonstrating remarkable cooperation. Defensive formations such as a wall of horns present a formidable obstacle to any predator. If provoked, the herd may launch a unified counterattack, overwhelming even the most coordinated lion pride. Even when isolated, a buffalo will fight relentlessly to rejoin its group, displaying extraordinary tenacity. The rhinoceros, both black and white species, is another giant of the African plains, playing a crucial ecological role. Rhinos are built like living tanks, with thick, armor-like skin and powerful muscles. A white rhino can exceed 5,000 pounds, making it one of the largest land mammals on Earth. Its horn, composed of dense keratin, is a versatile tool for digging, foraging, and defense. Rhinos use their horns to break branches, dig for water, and ward off threats, shaping their environment as they go. Adult rhinos are virtually invulnerable to natural predators, their size and strength deterring all but the most desperate attacks. Despite poor eyesight, rhinos possess acute senses of smell and hearing, allowing them to detect danger and communicate across distances. When alarmed, a rhino can charge at remarkable speeds, becoming a living battering ram capable of toppling trees and intimidating rivals. Yet even these giants face challenges from disease, drought, and competition for resources. On rare occasions, a solitary black rhino may be targeted by a pride of lions, but such confrontations are perilous and uncommon. Together, buffalo and rhino are vital architects of the savanna, shaping vegetation, dispersing seeds, and maintaining the balance of their ecosystems. Their behaviors and interactions ripple through the food web, supporting countless other species and ensuring the health of Africa's wild heart. Across the vast African plains, few creatures are as misjudged as the spotted hyena, Crocuta crocuta. Frequently labeled as cowardly scavengers, these remarkable animals are, in truth, among the continent's most intelligent, adaptable, and ecologically vital predators. The negative reputation that clings to hyenas is largely a product of myth and misunderstanding. Far from being mere opportunists, hyenas are highly skilled hunters, capable of remarkable feats of strategy and endurance. While they will not hesitate to take advantage of a free meal, hyenas are responsible for the majority of their own kills. Their hunting tactics are a testament to their intelligence, often involving coordinated chases and complex group strategies. Built for stamina, hyenas can pursue prey over astonishing distances, relying on teamwork and relentless persistence to exhaust even the fleetest antelope. Their social structure is among the most sophisticated in the animal kingdom. Hyenas live in large, complex clans that can number up to 80 individuals, each with a clearly defined hierarchy and intricate relationships. During hunts, clan members communicate and coordinate with remarkable precision, using a rich repertoire of vocalizations and body language to outmaneuver their prey and competitors alike. The hyena's most iconic feature is its powerful jaw. With one of the strongest bite forces of any mammal, hyenas can crush and consume bones that other predators leave behind. This unique adaptation allows them to access vital nutrients such as calcium and marrow, making them essential recyclers in the ecosystem. By consuming nearly every part of a carcass, hyenas prevent the spread of disease and ensure that little goes to waste, playing a crucial role in maintaining the health of their environment. Their ability to process bone not only sustains their own survival, but also shapes the entire food web, influencing the availability of resources for countless other species. Hyenas are among the most vocal of all mammals. Their distinctive whoops, giggles, and cackles are sophisticated forms of communication, used to coordinate hunts, reinforce social bonds, and defend territory. Social intelligence is at the heart of hyena society. Individuals recognize dozens of clan members, remember past interactions, and even form coalitions to achieve shared goals. At the core of every clan is a strict matriarchy. Females are larger, more dominant, and inherit their rank from their mothers, ensuring stability and continuity within the group. The highest-ranking females lead the clan, making key decisions about movement, hunting, and defense. Their elevated status is supported by high levels of androgens, which drive their size and assertiveness. This matriarchal system is rare among mammals and has profound effects on the social dynamics and success of the clan. Female hyenas face unique biological challenges, including a reproductive anatomy that makes giving birth especially perilous. Yet their resilience ensures the survival of the next generation. Social status is inherited, with daughters of high-ranking females enjoying privileges that shape their future roles within the clan. This inherited hierarchy fosters cooperation, reduces conflict, and strengthens the clan's ability to thrive in a challenging environment. Spotted hyenas are also key players in the ancient rivalry with lions. Both species compete fiercely for territory and food, shaping each other's behavior and distribution across the savannah. These interactions are not just battles for survival, but complex contests that influence the balance of power within the ecosystem. Clashes between hyenas and lions are dramatic and often brutal, but they are also a driving force behind the evolution of both species' social and hunting strategies. A united hyena clan can overpower a small group of lions, while a single determined lion can scatter even the boldest hyenas, illustrating the delicate balance of power on the plains. This ongoing rivalry is a testament to the intelligence, adaptability, and resilience of both predators, each shaping the other's destiny. Far from being mere scavengers, spotted hyenas are masterful hunters, social strategists, and ecological keystones. Their misunderstood nature belies a profound intelligence and a vital role in the intricate web of African life. Beyond the iconic battles between Africa's apex predators and their prey, the true vitality of the continent's wilderness is shaped by a diverse array of ecosystem engineers and unseen players, many of whom are neither large nor predatory. Among the most influential are herbivores and small creatures whose activities fundamentally transform their habitats. The African elephant, the largest terrestrial mammal, is a quintessential ecosystem engineer. With immense strength, elephants topple trees and clear dense vegetation, sculpting the landscape and creating open grasslands essential for countless other species. Their movements carve out pathways through thick bush, facilitating access for a multitude of animals and promoting plant diversity. By maintaining open spaces, elephants prevent bush encroachment, supporting the survival of grazing herbivores and the predators that depend on them. Elephants are also vital seed dispersers. Many plant species rely on passage through their digestive systems for successful germination, ensuring the regeneration of forests and savannas. During arid periods, elephants excavate dry riverbeds with their tusks, exposing hidden water sources that become lifelines for a wide range of wildlife. These waterholes, created and maintained by elephants, serve as critical oases, sustaining birds, mammals, and insects during the harshest seasons. The elephant's immense appetite for water and vegetation drives nutrient cycling and shapes the very structure of the ecosystem. Rhinoceroses, too, are ecosystem engineers, creating mud wallows that retain water and provide essential habitats for a variety of smaller species. These wallows persist long after rains have ceased, offering refuge and hydration to birds, amphibians, and insects in otherwise arid environments. Insects, though often overlooked, are indispensable. Ants aerate the soil, enhancing water infiltration and nutrient cycling, while beetles break down organic matter, enriching the earth. At the margins of water bodies, a complex web of interactions unfolds, driven by both visible and hidden players. The African jacana, with its elongated toes, glides across floating vegetation, preying on insects and maintaining the balance of aquatic ecosystems. Their unique breeding system, where males incubate eggs and rear chicks, ensures the survival of the next generation in these delicate habitats. The grey heron, a masterful hunter, regulates populations of fish and amphibians, contributing to the equilibrium of aquatic food webs. Birds at waterholes consume vast numbers of insects, controlling outbreaks and supporting the health of the ecosystem. The African ecosystem is a dynamic network where every organism, from the largest mammal to the tiniest insect, plays a specialized role. Vultures, with their acute vision, swiftly locate carrion, ensuring the rapid removal of decaying matter from the landscape. By consuming remains, they prevent the spread of disease and recycle nutrients back into the ecosystem. Dung beetles, through their relentless work, break down animal waste, aerate the soil, and facilitate plant growth by returning nutrients to the earth. The grey-crowned crane's courtship displays and the saddle-billed stork's hunting both reflect the intricate behaviors that sustain ecological balance. Together, these ecosystem engineers and unseen players, herbivores, insects, birds, and small mammals, form the foundation of Africa's resilience, weaving a complex and enduring tapestry of life. The African wilderness, a masterpiece sculpted by evolution, now stands at a critical crossroads. Its future depends on the choices we make today. The delicate equilibrium between predator and prey, the awe-inspiring migrations, and the intricate web of life are under unprecedented strain. The primary threat is not a natural force, but the expanding footprint of humanity, altering landscapes, fragmenting habitats, and disrupting ancient patterns. Illegal wildlife trade, particularly the demand for ivory and rhino horn, has decimated populations of elephants and rhinoceroses, pushing them perilously close to extinction. In just over 5 decades, Savannah elephant numbers have plummeted by 70%, a catastrophic loss for the ecosystem's architects. Habitat destruction is equally devastating, as forests and grasslands are cleared for agriculture and development. As wild spaces shrink, the natural corridors that sustain migration and genetic diversity are lost, isolating animal populations and reducing resilience. Infrastructure such as roads and fences severs migration routes, while water diversion for agriculture deprives wildlife of essential resources. Even the Serengeti, a symbol of wild Africa, is vulnerable to these mounting pressures. Climate change compounds these threats, with rising temperatures and shifting rainfall patterns, intensifying droughts and altering habitats. Wildlife is increasingly confined to fragmented pockets, heightening competition for resources and increasing the risk of local extinctions. Yet, there is a path forward, one that demands urgent, coordinated action and innovative solutions. Effective conservation requires robust protection of critical habitats, the establishment of wildlife corridors, and the restoration of degraded ecosystems. Success stories such as the recovery of black rhino populations in the Serengeti demonstrate the power of targeted anti-poaching strategies and habitat management. Well-equipped patrols, advanced monitoring technologies, and intelligence networks are essential to combat wildlife crime and safeguard vulnerable species. The creation of wildlife corridors and underpasses reconnects fragmented habitats, enabling safe migration and genetic exchange. The future of Africa's apex predators and the ecosystems they anchor depends on science-based management and international cooperation. Supporting conservation organizations, advocating for sustainable land use, and promoting responsible tourism are actionable steps for individuals and institutions alike. Innovative solutions, such as solar-powered waterholes, provide critical resources during droughts and help stabilize wildlife populations. The fate of Africa's lions, elephants, leopards, and countless other species is inextricably linked to our commitment to conservation. By investing in science, supporting protected areas, and fostering global stewardship, we can ensure that Africa's wild legacy endures for generations to come. As the sun sinks below the horizon and the Serengeti is cloaked in darkness, a different world stirs to life. Under the cover of night, the African wilderness transforms into a realm of heightened senses, silent movement, and primal encounters. The veil of darkness is both shield and stage, where survival depends on stealth, adaptation, and acute awareness. Infrared eyes peer from the thickets. A leopard, nearly invisible by day, now glides silently through silver-lit grass, its rosette-marked coat blending seamlessly with shifting shadows. Each footfall is calculated, every muscle primed for the sudden burst of speed that could mean the difference between feast and famine. Nearby, a pride of lions, rested and patient, begin their nightly patrol. The matriarch's low rumble signals the hunt. With wind in their favor, they melt into the darkness, communicating through subtle gestures and barely audible sounds. The night amplifies their advantage, masking their approach as zebras and wildebeest huddle together, eyes wide, ears twitching at every snap of grass. But not all predators rely on brute strength. The spotted hyena, often misunderstood, uses the cover of night to scavenge or launch coordinated raids. Their eerie laughter echoes across the plains, a signal to the clan and a warning to rivals. Under starlight, the hyena's intelligence and endurance come to the fore, as they outlast and outwit both prey and competitors. Even the smallest creatures are transformed by the darkness. Aardvarks emerge to forage, their long snouts probing for termites, while bush babies leap between branches, their calls punctuating the stillness. In the shallows, crocodiles lie in wait, their eyes glowing, ready to strike at the slightest ripple. For the prey, nightfall is a time of vigilance. Herds compress for safety, relying on numbers and acute senses to detect danger. Elephants, their silhouettes massive and silent, shepherd their young with gentle urgency, while buffalo form defensive circles, horns out, ever watchful. Throughout the night, the drama of life and death unfolds in silence and shadow. Every sense is heightened, every instinct tested, and as the first hints of dawn break, the nocturnal actors retreat, leaving only faint tracks and the memory of unseen struggles. In the darkness, the African wilderness reveals its most secret self, a world of hidden beauty, relentless competition, and the eternal dance of survival. Beneath the spectacle of predator and prey lies a far more intricate drama, one of connections, dependencies, and subtle exchanges that sustain the Serengeti ecosystem. Here, every creature, great and small, plays a role in an elaborate web of life, where the actions of one ripple through the destinies of many. A single acacia tree stands as a living nexus. Its branches offer shade to grazing antelope, while its leaves provide sustenance for giraffes and elephants. In return, these gentle giants prune the trees, shaping the landscape and allowing light to reach the grasses below. Weaver birds thread their nests among the thorns, safe from most predators, while ants patrol the bark, defending the tree from leaf-eating insects in exchange for sweet nectar. On the ground, dung beetles perform an unseen but vital task. Rolling and burying the droppings of herbivores, they recycle nutrients back into the soil, nourishing the grasses that sustain the herds. Termites, too, are silent architects, breaking down dead wood, aerating the earth, and providing food for aardvarks and mongooses. The fate of the wildebeest is tied to the rains, which awaken dormant seeds and trigger the Great Migration. Their passage churns the soil and fertilizes the plains, supporting countless plant species and attracting predators from miles around. Even the fallen serve a purpose. Vultures, marabou storks, and jackals converge to clean the bones, ensuring that nothing goes to waste. Invisible threads bind these lives together. The decline of one species can send shockwaves through the system, altering plant growth, shifting predator populations, and reshaping the landscape itself. The Serengeti thrives not through the dominance of the strong, but through the balance of countless relationships, each as vital as the next. In this complex tapestry, survival is not just a matter of strength or cunning, but of connection. The web of life stretches across the plains, a silent testament to the interdependence that sustains Africa's wild heart. As the Serengeti's tapestry of life unfolds, its inhabitants face challenges far beyond the daily dance of predator and prey. Here, survival depends not only on strength or cunning, but on the remarkable ability to adapt to an ever-changing world. When the relentless sun scorches the plains, waterholes shrink and grasses wither. Yet elephants lead their herds on memory-guided journeys, traversing miles to hidden springs, known only to the oldest matriarchs. Wildebeest and zebras synchronize their great migration with the distant rumble of thunder, chasing the life-giving rains across barren landscapes. Far from the herds, the African crested porcupine emerges at dusk, its quills raised for defense, foraging on roots and tubers that lie buried, untouched by the drought above. The resilient oryx with specialized kidneys can endure weeks without water, drawing moisture from the sparse vegetation and keeping cool by seeking shade at midday. In the trees, the chameleon's skin shifts color not just for camouflage, but to regulate body temperature, reflecting heat or absorbing warmth as the weather demands. Crocodiles, masters of patience, slow their metabolism, sinking into mud or riverbanks to outlast dry spells until the rains return. During fierce storms, birds like the red-billed quelea gather in vast, synchronized flocks, their movements a living shield against wind and rain. Underground, the naked mole rat thrives in airless tunnels, its body adapted to survive on minimal oxygen, a testament to life's ingenuity in the harshest of habitats. Season by season, year after year, these creatures endure, flexible, resilient, and ever-evolving. Their remarkable adaptations are silent stories of survival etched into every scale, feather, and hoof. Through drought and deluge, heat and cold, the animals of Africa persist, each uniquely equipped to withstand the extremes of their wild home. The Serengeti endures not because it is unchanging, but because its inhabitants are masters of change, living proof that adaptation is the ultimate key to survival. In the heart of the Serengeti, where the landscape stretches wide and wild, waterholes emerge as vital oases, rare, shimmering mirrors in the sun-baked savannah. Here, the rhythm of life converges. Antelope, zebra, and elephant, each drawn by an ancient instinct to the promise of water. The air hums with anticipation as herds approach cautiously, eyes scanning for danger. As dawn breaks, impalas gather at the water's edge, their delicate limbs tense with vigilance. Nearby, a pod of hippo surfaces, nostrils flaring, claiming their territory with deep, rumbling grunts. The waterhole is a place of uneasy truce, predators and prey, rivals and allies, all bound by their need for sustenance. A pride of lions lingers in the tall grass, patient and motionless, watching the congregation unfold. Crocodiles glide unseen beneath the surface, their presence a silent threat. Every sip is a gamble, every moment a test of nerve and awareness. Birds flock in vibrant clouds, their wings flashing iridescent in the morning light. Weaver birds dart down to drink, while storks and herons stand sentinel, poised to strike at unwary fish. The mud churns with the movements of buffalo and warthog, each vying for space, each wary of hidden dangers. As the sun climbs higher, tempers flare. Elephants, protective of their young, assert dominance with flared ears and trumpeting calls, forcing smaller creatures to retreat. Territorial disputes erupt among antelope, Their clash is brief but intense, echoing across the plain. From the smallest terrapin to the mightiest bull elephant, all are equal before the water's edge. Here, alliances are forged and broken, hierarchies tested, and survival plays out in real time. The waterhole is more than just a source of life. It is a stage for the raw drama of existence, a crucible where the fates of many are decided. As dusk descends and the last rays of sunlight flicker on the rippling surface, the cycle continues. In the stillness, the waterhole remains, a lifeline, a battlefield, and a testament to the interconnectedness of all who roam the Serengeti. Beneath the golden grasses and sun-baked earth of the Serengeti lies a world seldom seen, a hidden kingdom teeming with life and intrigue. As the camera glides seamlessly below the surface, we enter a labyrinth of tunnels, chambers, and secret passageways carved by nature's most industrious engineers. In the cool, shadowy depths, colonies of naked mole rats scurry through winding burrows. Their tiny, wrinkled bodies navigate the darkness with ease, communicating through soft chirps and tactile signals. Each member plays a vital role. Workers excavate fresh tunnels, soldiers stand guard, and a single queen reigns over all, ensuring the colony's survival in this subterranean fortress. Elsewhere, the camera follows a family of aardvarks as they excavate for termites by moonlight. Their powerful claws break through hardened earth, exposing vast underground termite mounds. The camera lingers on the intricate architecture of these mounds, spiraling chambers, air shafts, and fungal gardens, each structure a marvel of engineering sustaining millions of tiny architects within. In the damp, fertile soil, armies of ants march in endless columns carrying leaf fragments and seeds to their underground nests. Some species cultivate fungus, others herd aphids, forming complex societies rivaling those above ground. Burrowing beetles and earthworms aerate the earth, turning decay into nourishment, sustaining the grasses and trees that feed the great herds above. Spiders weave silken traps in hidden crevices, while blind snakes slither silently in search of unsuspecting prey. Occasionally, the camera reveals a mongoose den, where playful pups tumble in the safety of the earth, watched over by vigilant adults. This underworld is a realm of constant activity, a silent engine driving the cycles of life on the surface. Here, survival depends on adaptation and cooperation, where every creature, from the tiniest termite to the burrowing warthog, plays an essential role in the grand design. As our journey through the hidden kingdom concludes, we return to the surface, reminded that the drama of the Serengeti is not confined to open plains or crowded waterholes. Life thrives in every layer, above and below, woven together in a tapestry as intricate and enduring as the land itself. Across the vast expanse of the Serengeti, time is marked not by clocks or calendars, but by the pulse of the seasons. As the sun arcs higher in the sky, the first signs of the wet season arrive. Dark clouds gathering on the horizon, thunder rolling across the plains. Sheets of rain sweep over the Savannah, soaking the parched earth and transforming the golden grasslands into a lush, emerald sea. Rivers swell, carving new channels through the landscape, while shallow pools become mirrors, reflecting the drama of sky and wildlife alike. With each rainfall, life awakens. Herds of wildebeest and zebra surge forward, following the fresh growth in a seemingly endless migration. Calves and foals, born in synchrony with the rains, stumble to their feet, their first breaths filled with the scent of wet earth and blooming acacia. Predators, too, are on the move. Lions, cheetahs, and hyenas track the herds, their fortunes rising and falling with the tides of abundance. But the bounty is fleeting. As the rains retreat and the dry season tightens its grip, rivers shrink to ribbons of water, and the once verdant grasslands fade to brittle gold. Dust clouds swirl with each passing herd, and animals gather at the last remaining waterholes, elephants digging with their trunks, giraffes splaying their legs for a cautious sip, hippos submerged in shrinking pools. Competition intensifies, and the struggle for survival becomes more acute. Yet, even in hardship, the Serengeti endures. Some adapt by burrowing deep into the earth, others by traveling vast distances in search of sustenance. Migratory birds arrive from distant continents, filling the skies with color and song, while resilient plants send roots deeper, waiting for the promise of rain. From lush abundance to austere beauty, the Serengeti is a land of perpetual transformation, a living canvas painted by the rhythms of weather and time. Here, every creature's fate is entwined with the turning of the seasons, a reminder that survival is not only a matter of strength or speed, but of adapting to the ever-changing world. As the camera rises above the plains, we witness a landscape in constant motion, an eternal cycle of renewal and resilience, where every season leaves its mark on the wild heart of Africa. Beneath the surface of daily survival, the Serengeti echoes with a language rarely heard by human ears, a complex tapestry of communication woven by its wild inhabitants. Every call, scent, and gesture carries meaning, shaping the interactions and destinies of countless species. A low, rumbling growl vibrates across the savannah as a lioness signals her pride. To us, it's little more than a distant sound, but to her family, it's a message of location, reassurance, and intent. Nearby, a herd of elephants stands in silent communion. They touch trunks and rumble in frequencies so deep, they travel through the ground, reaching relatives miles away with news of water, danger, or the birth of a calf. Zebra stripes shimmer as the animals move in unison, each flick of the ear and swish of the tail conveying subtle cues. Warnings of predators, signals to move, or invitations to groom. Wildebeest stampede across the plains, their grunts and snorts forming a chaotic chorus, yet every call is unique, allowing mothers and calves to reunite amid the dust and confusion. But not all messages are voiced. Cheetahs mark their territory with scent, painting invisible boundaries that warn rivals to stay away. Hyenas communicate through a symphony of whoops, giggles and yelps, each sound a code for rank, location, or alarm. Giraffes, often thought silent, engage in a ballet of necking and gentle nudges, resolving disputes and forging bonds without a single sound. Even the smallest creatures join the conversation. Termites release chemical signals to organize their colonies beneath the earth, while birds flash their wings and sing intricate songs to attract mates or defend their nests. In every corner of the Serengeti, communication is the key to survival, a silent network connecting predator and prey, parent and offspring, rival and ally. As the sun sets, a chorus of frogs and insects rises, filling the twilight with the pulse of life. The Serengeti's language is ancient, ever-evolving, and endlessly rich, spoken not in words, but in the signals of the wild. And though we may not fully understand, it is this secret dialogue that binds the web of life, ensuring that every creature finds its place in the eternal symphony of the savannah. In the Serengeti, every new life is a testament to resilience and a gamble against the odds. For the young, the journey from birth to maturity is a daily struggle, fraught with danger at every turn. A newborn gazelle, still trembling from its first moments, must stand and run within minutes. Its survival depends on the speed of its legs and the camouflage of its coat as lurking eyes scan for any sign of weakness. The grass offers little protection and predators are ever watchful. In the shelter of a shaded acacia, lion cubs tumble in playful abandon, unaware of the peril that shadows their innocence. Each day their mother must secure enough food, defend against rival males, and keep her young hidden from scavenging hyenas. The cubs' games are more than play. They are lessons in stalking, pouncing, and the art of survival. Elephant calves, surrounded by the protective wall of their herd, learn to navigate the world through touch and mimicry. Trunks entwine in guidance and reassurance, while elders teach the paths to distant waterholes. But even these gentle giants are not immune to hardship. Drought and separation from the herd can prove fatal for the youngest members. On the riverbanks, crocodile hatchlings emerge from sandy nests, their first challenge to evade the jaws of fish and birds before reaching the safety of deeper waters. Only a fraction will survive their first year, each day a silent test of instinct and luck. For every wildebeest calf, the Great Migration is a crucible. The pounding herds offer protection, but the river crossings demand courage and strength beyond their youth. Many falter, swept away by currents or seized by waiting crocodiles. Yet those who endure grow stronger with each peril faced. Throughout the plains, lessons are written in the dust and grass, every chase, every call, every shadow a teacher. The Serengeti's young must learn quickly, adapting to a world where mercy is rare and vigilance is life itself. Yet, amid the constant challenge, there is hope. With each sunrise, the next generation rises to meet the day, fragile, determined, and full of promise. Their survival is not only a victory of nature's design, but a reminder of the courage found in even the smallest hearts on the Savannah. Across the timeless plains of the Serengeti, subtle changes ripple through the landscape, quiet at first, yet profound in their consequences. Climate change, once a distant threat, now shapes the daily realities of every creature beneath the African sun. The rains, once predictable, now arrive late or not at all. Parched earth cracks beneath herds of wildebeest, and the once lush grasslands fade to muted gold. Aerial views reveal shrinking waterholes, lifeblood for countless species, now reduced to muddy remnants. Hippos jostle for space, their sanctuaries shrinking as the dry season lengthens beyond memory. Elephants, guided by ancestral knowledge, march further in search of water, their paths etched deeper into the dust. The youngest calves struggle to keep pace, their trunks reaching for empty streams. Overhead, flocks of migratory birds alter their ancient routes, searching for wetlands that have vanished under the relentless sun. Closer to the ground, the balance between predator and prey is thrown into turmoil. With prey populations declining as food grows scarce, lions and cheetahs range wider, risking conflict with rival prides and packs. Crocodiles, once silent rulers of brimming rivers, now lie motionless in shrinking pools, waiting for rains that may never come. The trees themselves, acacias and baobabs, bear silent witness. Their leaves wilt under the burden of drought, and some succumb, leaving skeletons against burning skies. Termites, usually hidden, emerge to feast on the fallen, their role as decomposers more critical than ever as the ecosystem strains under new pressures. Yet amid the hardship, adaptation unfolds. Some antelope give birth earlier, timing their young to rare bursts of green. Certain birds nest higher, seeking cooler air. Nature, resilient yet vulnerable, experiments in real time. But these changes come at a cost. Species already on the edge face extinction as habitats shrink and food webs unravel. The Serengeti's famed migrations may falter, and the chorus of the savannah could lose its most iconic voices. The future of this world hinges not only on nature's resilience, but on our understanding and action. The Serengeti stands at a tipping point, a living testament to the far-reaching impact of a warming planet, and a call to protect the fragile threads that bind life together. As the Serengeti's drama unfolds in the light of day and shadow of night, an army of unsung heroes labors quietly behind the scenes. These are the Scavengers and Decomposers, the ecosystem's vital cleanup crew, working tirelessly to recycle life's remains and sustain the balance of the wild. Aerial shots sweep over a fallen wildebeest, its end marking a new beginning for countless others. First to arrive are the vultures, circling with keen eyes before descending in a flurry of feathers. Their razor-sharp beaks tear through hide and sinew, stripping flesh with astonishing efficiency. Around them, marabou storks and hyenas join the feast, each adapted to consume what others leave behind. Close-ups reveal powerful jaws crushing bone and nimble tongues extracting every morsel. As the sun sets, the nocturnal shift begins. Jackals and civets slip in, searching for scraps overlooked by larger rivals. The camera follows a procession of dung beetles, rolling nutrient-rich balls across the savannah, their tireless work fertilizing the soil for new growth. Beneath the surface, the scene shifts to a hidden world of micro-decomposers. Fungi thread through fallen logs, and termites tunnel through dead wood, breaking down tough cellulose and returning vital minerals to the earth. Time-lapse footage reveals the transformation. What was once a carcass or branch gradually dissolves, nourishing the grasslands that feed the herds. Every stage in this process is essential. By consuming the dead, scavengers prevent the spread of disease and accelerate nutrient cycling. Decomposers complete the cycle, ensuring that nothing is wasted and that life can begin anew. In a landscape shaped by fierce competition and constant change, these often overlooked creatures are the true architects of renewal. Their silent labor sustains the Serengeti's web of life, proving that in nature, even in death, there is purpose, and in decay, the promise of rebirth.